Hello friends, and welcome to TurtleQueenGaming, and back to Nicole. I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, it's Sunday, so we are going to do things having to do with the disappearances. Clues. Search through old newspapers, and I need a nap. Nap. Yep. I feel refreshed and very motivated to learn new stuff today. I did a great job in class. Huzzah! Where am I at? Park job. Alright. Oh. Man, I cut it close here. This is way too late. Time to just be getting back to school. I thought it'd be fun to go out into town and explore a little bit, since I never had the chance. It was a fun day, and I had Chandra with me, and we hit what looked like all the places to be. She had to leave early, though, because of work. Maybe she had the right idea. Like, I'm kind of creeped out right now. Campus is fine in the daylight, when it's all dark and quiet like this. I gotta hoof it back to my dorm. Just being out here gives me the heebie-jeebies. I held my shoulder bag tightly to my side and hurried along the school path. My dorm should be to the right from here, I think. Am I still getting lost? Where am I? I look around and I have no idea where I am. I'm so sure that this is the same gate Chandra and I left from. All I need to do is backtrack, right? Apparently not, because, oh my god, I am so lost in the dark. This is not good. Okay, calm down, Nicole. Get it together. Oh, I know. An online map. There has to be an online map that can help me out. I tap on my browser and quickly thumb in a search of my university's map. Bless, there is one on my school website. Okay, so I study the map with squinted eyes. My phone screen is a decent size, but still, this map is tiny. I think I know which way to go. I nearly scream as my phone vibrates in my hand. Jeez, who is this? Oh, it's a roller notification. Might as well check really fast. I can respond when I'm in my room. But wait! I swear I just heard something right now, like rustling black grass. I tense up. I can't see anything in the dark, and I'm not about to call out for someone like that person who dies first in horror movies. Maybe it was a trick of my mind. I probably just imagined it. No, I heard it again. Someone's here. I'm not crazy. I yell as I sprint away, literally running for my life back to where I hope my dorm is. My heart is pounding in my chest as fear runs through me like chilling ice water. I don't even know where I'm going. All I know is that I need to get far away from here, away from whatever the hell it was back there. Thankfully, I actually do make it back to my dorm building, and I race inside and slam the door shut. In artificial light, I actually feel a whole lot safer than I did outside in the dark. I raced to my room and opened my door so fast that I surprised Chandra sitting at her desk. She looks at me, concerned. I'm breathing so hard that it must look like I've been running a marathon. Is everything alright? You look scared to death. It takes me a few moments to catch my breath. Oh man, Chandra, I was so scared. Okay, so I was like walking back from town and I totally thought I heard something on campus. I thought it was nothing at first, but then I heard it again. I got so freaked out that I ran back here as fast as I could. Oh, that sounds, super scary. I give Chandra a hard look. What's with that tone in your voice? What tone? You think I'm crazy, don't you? No, not crazy. That's kind of mean the way you put it. Chandra bites her lip nervously and glances away. I'm just thinking maybe it wasn't anything, and maybe you just thought it was someone out to get you. Wouldn't you? Like, hello, there have been disappearances lately. But I thought you said that you weren't worrying about those. I know, but it was scary, okay? Just take my word for it. I huff and plop my bottom down on the bed, trying to ignore Chandra's apologetic smile. She gets 10 seconds of my pouty face, no exceptions. At least you're safe and sound now. Thankfully, all I need right now is to relax and talk to my mommy. Hearing my mom's voice is sure to calm me down, but I better not mention what just happened. I'd have to explain why I was out so late, and I know that'd definitely make her freak. I reach in my pocket for my phone and bring an empty hand to my ear. Huh? I stand and paddle my pockets down. It's useless. I can't find my phone anywhere. This is not good. Not good at all. I think I dropped my phone out there. Chandra turns in her seat, alarmed. Are you sure? It's not in your bag? I know for a fact that I didn't put it in my bag, and it's nowhere in my pockets. Oh, man. I was holding it right before I started running. I had to have dropped it. I turned back to the door, but I stop at the sound of Chandra jumping from her seat. Hey, don't go out looking for it now. It's so dark. But I need to have my phone. I can't leave it out there for someone to find. Nicole, it's better than to go in the morning, don't you think? Even if someone finds it, they'll probably bring it to the lost and found. Or steal it. Or that. Chandra shyly glances away, but perks right back up when she comes up with something to cheer me up. Don't worry, Nicole. I'm sure that won't happen. I hope not, or I'm going to die right there. The thought of someone else finding my poor phone does get me nervous, but Chandra's right. Going out and looking for it now would be useless and stupid. I'll just have to hope for the best and look for it tomorrow. My phone! I had trouble sleeping with everything going on lately. A sleepless night and restless morning later, I find myself at the lost and found of our school. I tried backtracking, but I wasn't exactly keeping a track of where I was going, and when I ran through campus. So I'm doing what Chandra suggested and checking out our school lost and found. I'm hoping that some kind soul found my phone and returned it. Our school's lost and found is located in one of the common buildings, and I see that there's a girl in charge at the counter as I walk up to it. After a brief exchange, I explain my problem. The girl goes to the back to look for their collection of phones. This happens all the time, she tells me, so they have a nice stockpile built up. A few minutes of waiting later, and the girl brings out a small box with a few phones in it. I inhale sharply as I see mine right on top. Ah! Someone did find it! I grab my phone, thank the girl, and check through it. Everything seems fine. There's no damage and nothing's erased. All the pictures are there, and there are no weird ones. Did you happen to see who returned the phone? The girl shakes her head, explaining that it was there on the counter when she arrived for her shift. Huh, I wanted to thank them, whoever they were. I make my way from the lost and found to the cafeteria for something to eat. Now that I found my phone, it's time to celebrate with some breakfast. I better let everyone know on my blog, too. I made so many freak-out posts last night, it's kind of funny looking back. When I get on my blog, I notice something weird. I have a draft, basically an unsaved post I never published. That shouldn't be. I did try to check my messages last night, but that wouldn't save as a draft. Curiously, I check it, and I feel my heart stop cold. You should be more careful with your belongings. You never know who'll pick it up. I forgot that I had my roller set for auto login. Does that mean that person who returned my phone looked through my blog? I laugh nervously and delete the draft. Ugh, I should have expected they'd do something like this. Either that or make a status on Facebook like, you should log off of your stuff, Nicole Grave. Whatever, I'll just play it safe and make sure to change my password later. Problem solved. Or so I think. My phone rumbles in my hand again, and I look down to see that I got another roller message. What? It's from an anonymous user, too. The Anon. Glad to see you got your phone. Well, that's creepy as fuck. How do you know I got my phone? I haven't even made a post about that yet. Anxiously, I whip around to look behind me, but I don't see anyone suspicious. There are people checking their phones, but that could be for anything. This isn't funny. With all those rumors about the abductor running around, this is a terrible joke. I look around surreptitiously before deleting that message. I'm not giving whoever it is the satisfaction by making a big scene about this on my blog. I'll just turn off anonymous messages, and that'll be the end of that. Yeah, please. I can handle this. I mean, it's just a weird practical joke. That's all it has to be. I do my best to push it all out of my mind as I continue with my day. Once I get focused, it's pretty doable. It's only when I log into Roller that I remember that weird message. I shouldn't worry about it. Well, it's more like I don't want to worry about it. I already have enough on my plate with the first year of college. I get through classes, spend a little time out in town, and when it's finally time to head home, I'm feeling way better than I did this morning. I really don't want to do this worksheet. I groan to myself as I think about the online assignment for my econ class. To top that, I have a chapter to read for Anthro, notes to go over for bio, and don't get me started on what I'll need to do for criminology. But I should be able to do it, if I buckle down in time. I keep optimistic, figuring the positive vibes will help me in the long run. Ooh, it's like I can already feel them working. Oh wait, no, that was my phone. I laughed a little to myself as I pull it out. Roller message? Sweet, wonder who it is. Huh? Didn't you learn your lesson about walking back alone? I can still see you? It's not anonymous. It's a person. That's creepy as fuck. What? No. No way. Who the hell sent this? I turned off Anon messages. They're not Anon though. The username of this blog. I can still see you. They don't seem to have anything on their blog either. They made that blog simply to message you. Woo! That was... You've got to be. Did that person from earlier this morning make a fake blog just for this? Well, they've got dedication when it comes to messed up jokes. I'll give them that. This music is freaking awesome, by the by. I bet it's some jerk who follows me. They probably looked up my school after I mentioned it on my blog and read up on those girls who were abducted. Yes, but how do they know that you're walking back alone? Already? I'm not going to let them get to me like this. This isn't even funny. Nice try. I answer the message privately and then get back to walking. Part of me wants to keep my previous pace as some sort of symbolic slap to the person's face, but this is too creepy. I'm at full out speed walk right now. The only thing keeping me from running is that there are still students on campus around me. It's a little comforting to know that I'm not, to know that I'm at least not alone this time. Surprisingly, my phone buzzes again in my hand and my chest gets heavy as I consider the possibilities. That was way too fast. It couldn't be a reply. But boy, am I wrong. You wish this was a joke. My lips feel numb after reading that. This is just starting to make me angry. Whoever this is has to knock it off. Whoever you are, grow a pair and grow up. I've dealt with enough haters to know that exploding and breaking out caps lock will only fuel their flames. Be mature and assertive. That's the way to go when dealing with these idiots. But really, I'm so unnerved right now. I'm trying to keep my best to keep it together and play this off as some prank, but... Damn, that's creepy. You look nice today, by the way. You wear red well. Ah! Wait a minute! I regret my choice of clothing immediately. What if this isn't one? I feel the world start to spin as I nearly stumble to the ground. How the hell do they know what I'm wearing? My knees buckle and I turn in every direction I can. He can't be near me. He can't be near me. That was a fluke. I yell anything I can inside my head to try to drown the fear from my body. But I'm overwhelmed and by my shot nerves and fear. Who the hell are you? If this is really not funny, don't mess with me like this. I forsake punctuation just to get the stupid message out to whoever this asshole is. My breathing is heavy. It's so hard to breathe. What's going on? This can't be real. But it hits me with how all too real it is when my phone buzzes once again. Slowly, scared out of my mind, I check my messages. I nearly dropped my phone on the pavement. You'll be the fourth. No! That's so creepy! There have been 3 girls abducted so far. With shaky fingers, I tap to block this blog from ever talking to me again. Then I start running. I don't think you ever want to do that. What if he sends you something that, like, is a clue that he's about to come get you? Wouldn't you want a warning? I run so fast that my chest hurts and my vision blurs. The world around me begins to dissolve as I feel the ground crack open underneath my feet. I can't stay out here like this. They're out there. They can see me. You'll be the fourth. I bite back tears. I don't stop running once I hit my dorm. I keep going all the way until I reach my room. Damn it! Chandra's not here! I slam my door closed and lock the door, my chest heaving so hard that I feel like I'm going to throw up. Embarrassingly enough, I end up doing so. My head hurts afterwards from the force of my vomit and from the messages. As I wash my face in the bathroom sink, the cold water does nothing to rid me of the pain. That couldn't have been a joke out there. There's no way whoever that was would know what I was wearing unless they were watching me. I whimper into my hands. Why me? All I did was drop my phone! And now, you'll be the fourth. I muffle my mouth the moment I hear myself cry out, not about to let whoever it is have the satisfaction of breaking me. I peek my head out of the bathroom. The blinds are closed. Good. I'm not taking any chances after that. Right now, I need to lay low. But I'm too scared to move. This whole thing has me shaken to the point where I can't leave my bathroom. No! Wincing preemptively, I slap my hand across my face, forcing myself to get a grip. This is what they want. They want me to curl up in some ball for them, too. I can't even say it. Slowly, I creep out of my bathroom and into my bed and pull the covers over me. First things first. I hold my phone close to my face and read the damning message once more. You'll be the fourth. I erase it. I should tell somebody, shouldn't I? But would they even believe me? And what would they be able to do if they did? The police would protect me for sure, but... Really, immediately go to the police, but if the guy is any good with the internet, he's not going to be able to find they're not going to be able to find him based off of the messages he's sending. I'm sure he's using, like, a cafe computer or something to post on the blog. No! Thoughts of people getting hurt for my sake flash through my mind, and I quickly shake them off. Before I do anything, I need to learn more about these abductions. That much is obvious. Those other 3 girls, I swallowed the lump that had grown in my throat. I wondered, is this how it all started for them, too? Today class is terrible, I can't concentrate. This music is freaking awesome! Alright, so... That was obviously, I got enough clues to be able to... Oh, it's dusk. I had a terrible day in class, and it's late. Dang. Well, I really should take a nap, considering how bad everything went, and had a bad day. Couldn't sleep very well. Today was a regular class. The moment I get out of class, I hurry back to my room, feeling super self-conscious and paranoid. I honestly don't know how I dragged myself out of bed this morning. The thought of that creep being out there spying on me makes my blood run cold. Stubborn defiance was what it was, I guess. I've resolved not to let this get to me in any way. I won't be able to crack this guy's operation here otherwise. Yeah, I know. Just the other day, I didn't care about anything that had to do with the disappearances, which makes it funny, and kind of sad, that the only reason I did start to care was the threat of being next. I take a deep breath from that chilling thought. Is this really serious? I still cling to the possibility of it being an awful, stupid joke, but... I can't play it safe. I have to take some initiative. The first thing I do when I get back to the room is close the blinds again. It's pretty unnecessary, seeing as how we're on one of the higher floors, but it gives me a little peace of mind, at least. Chandra probably wouldn't like it, but she isn't here right now. I can just reopen them when she comes back in a few hours. Next, I pull out my laptop and curl up next to it on my bed. My first impulse is to log on to the usual sites and I idle on, but I stop myself. I have to look up more info on the disappearances. Anything I learn will help. You'd think something so concerning would have had more coverage, but the most information I can find happens to be from the local news site. Well, considering that the girls don't remember anything, they probably didn't want to do anything to upset them, and I don't know. I don't know why it didn't have more coverage. That's silly. But since they are found alive and safe, I guess it wouldn't be. 3 girls disappeared, but I already knew that. Oh, but it looks like the disappearances happened over the span of a year. 1 in December last year, 1 in April, and the last in August. That was right before the semester started. Wow. Alicia Henrik, Aaron Spearson, and Yuli Shears were the 3 victims. Ooh, and for their specific articles, there are links at the bottom. Nice. I scroll down and click on the first one of the list of disappearances that happened last December. Erin Spearson, 19 years old at the time of the incident. She was a second year when it happened and pretty active on her school's track team. It's true. Searching for her name brings up a whole bunch of sports articles. Dang, she won a lot of races. Looks like she was mostly a sprinter for the 200-meter dash. But it looks like she was noticed to be missing near the end of fall semester. They searched for about 3 days and eventually found her unconscious in the park, wearing her usual tracksuit. Did she disappear wearing her tracksuit? No signs of assault or harmful substances found either, but there were traces of a narcotic, as well as a faint hint of some unknown opioid. It can't be Jeff. It's too freaking obvious that it's Jeff. Is that... Well, to be fair, pardon me, he could be, kidnapping them and, like, testing his substance on them, his love potion or whatever, seeing if it works, and when it doesn't work, he lets them go and tries another girl, another formula, because holding on to keeping somebody over a long period of time is a lot of work, and you don't want to be messing with that. There were traces of narcotics, whatever that means. I refuse to believe that she made it her entire life without knowing what narcotic and opioid means. When questioned, Erin couldn't seem to remember anything from the day she had gone missing. How strange. I can't imagine having just this big gap of time where I can't remember anything that happened. Well, that's how roofies work, right? Okay, next girl. Let's read about the disappearances that happened near the start of the year. Alicia Henrik was the victim at that time, older than Erin at 21, which means she was on her 3rd year. Looks like she was a chemistry student in the chemistry club and in our school's honor society too. She must have been really smart and involved in all that. To be involved in all that, then yeah. She was found in the library after being reported missing for 3 days. They thought she was asleep at first, but it turns out she was literally unconscious. Huh, same thing as Erin. Alicia couldn't remember anything that had happened from the time she disappeared. There were also traces of both a narcotic and an unknown opioid found in her bloodstream. That's the second time those two terms have come up now. A narcotic is like something that puts you to sleep, I think. And I've heard of an opioid before. I think they're painkillers. That doesn't sound right. Well, I mean, a narcotic can be... Opioids can be a narcotic. Isn't that a thing? I don't know. I make a note to look that up for sure and click on the last article about Yuli Shears. This was the disappearance that happened in August. She was 18 and about to be 2nd year here at school. There isn't much about her school-wise, but it seems as though she volunteered in the local shelters around the town often. They even have testimonials from her coworkers in here. It's the same as the other girls. She went missing for 3 days and then popped up somewhere unconscious with the same drug traces. Only this time she was found beside the disco pub in town. Beside it? To be fair, if you don't remember, it wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing in the world to be kidnapped by them. I mean, you're not going to remember that anything happened and you just show up 3 days later. That's a little sleazy, which is weird since she doesn't sound like that kind of girl. She was apparently still wearing the same clothes she had been seen in the day she had gone missing, and likewise couldn't remember a thing from that day on. And it looks like that's all the info there is on that. That was not any more info whatsoever. Let's see. They didn't say where they disappeared from. That's a problem. But then they wouldn't have noticed them missing. So, park, library, and by the disco club. I bite my thumb and think this over. Okay, similarities. There have to be some. They were all different ages, different amounts of school activity. Geez, there's nothing in common with any of these girls. Any of them share a same class. Let's see, all 3 girls went missing for the same amount of time, 3 days. None of them seemed hurt, but all 3 of them had traces of a narcotic and opioid in their bloodstream. Besides that, they're all pretty different. They probably ran in different circles, had different interests too. Yeah, the abductor chose to kidnap them for some reason. And now they're apparently after me. I feel hollow at that thought. Even if I accepted that this is happening, that doesn't mean that I'm okay with it. There has to be something I can do. Maybe if I find out more about these girls and what they did, I can figure out exactly how they were taken. Kind of a stretch, but that's all I have to go off of right now. I let out a heavy breath and smacked my cheeks a few times. Alright, that's enough depressing stuff now. As much as I don't feel like doing it, I have things to study and go over for school. But as I'm about to get ready for that, I realized something really stupid. Wait, did I have Flipe open this whole time? Ugh, that's right. I have it set to log me in automatically whenever I turn on my laptop. I must be seriously out of it. This whole situation must have shaken me up more than I thought. At least a ton of people didn't message me while I was distracted. Just Darren did. Hello, Nicole. I was wondering if you finished reading for anthropology. Right, we were assigned page numbers to read for the next class. I quickly typed back a reply. I didn't want him to think I'm ignoring him. Sorry, Darren, I totally forgot. I was in the middle of something else. In typical Darren fashion, he starts to respond right away, even though I left him hanging for about 20 minutes. He's always so on top of things, jeez. Am I disturbing you? No. I don't know how many ends I have to type for him to get the point. I was just, well, reading something about, reading something, but not the anthro stuff. You know about those weird disappearances that have been happening, right? You were reading about those? Yep, I was looking into them. How odd, you never seemed to be interested in them. Well, I am now, okay? But I'm not done reading about them. I'll get started on the anthro, what? Oh, but I'm done reading about them. I'll get started on the anthro. Did you need help on something, or? There's this part I don't understand, but I'll ask you when you finish reading. I also wanted to make sure that you remembered to read it, too. This was my way of checking. Oh my god, okay, Mom, I'm doing my homework now. When will dinner be ready? You'll have to stay in your room with that attitude. Get out. I'm not in your room. I groan and try to stop myself from smirking. I hate how witty Darren can be online. It can be hard to keep up with him. It's way different from how quiet it is in person, but you learn to adapt to it after a while. Oh, Darren. Darren! This could be a good chance to ask Darren about something that's been on my mind. If anyone would have an answer, it'd definitely be him. Is there any way to find out who's been visiting your blog on Roller? I'm not sure, but I think so. Why do you need it? What do I say? No real reason? I just think I might have a kidnapper after me? That's definitely reassuring. I'm just curious to see. I want to know if I have any obsessed fans since I'm so popular. How very humble of you. There are several visitor trackers you can use. Some can even be hidden so that they have no idea that you're breaching their privacy. Shut up! I'm not going to use it to stalk them. Can you show me how to do this? Where do I even get it? I'll try to find a suitable one. You should start with the reading in the meantime. It isn't long, but it can be complicated in parts. I'll ignore that you're bossing me around since you're totally being awesome for finding it for me. Thanks. Not a problem. Give me a few minutes. Darren presumably gets on that, and I stretch him over the head of my bed and grab my textbook on the desk. Awesome. If I can get this tracker thingy working, I should be able to get some dirt on this abductor if they ever bother me again. Thank God I'm friends with Darren. It pays to have someone good at all this coding stuff to help. My attention jumps from my textbook to the computer screen every so often to check if Darren's gotten back to me yet. I get about halfway through before I finally hear back from him. I found something that I think will work. I don't use one of these, so I'll allow you to find out for yourself. He pastes the link into our chat, and then it leads to a visitor tracking widget, like he said. Ooh, cool. There are instructions there, but I will walk you through the process just to be sure. Thanks! Okay, so I copy the code, and it shows that I have to paste it somewhere on Roller? Yes, you'll have to edit your HTML, but first you'll have to make an account on the website. Right, let me do that first. The procedure probably shouldn't take as long as it does, but I eventually get the widget on my blog and working. I'm on it. Do you see a change? I refresh the page where all my tracks and hits should show up, and I see that it's registered someone. That must be Darren. It works! I get your IP address and your location. Time and date, too. I was kind of hoping that it'd give out identity also, but that's kind of illegal. Extremely so. But I'm glad it was a success. Many people use a visitor tracker nowadays. I'm sure it'll come in handy for something. Like tracking creeps, I think to myself. I should get back to reading. You're still not finished? I got distracted by this. That's fine. Please continue. I'll be here when you're finished. Excuse me. I smile as I look back down to my book. I'm starting to feel a little tiny bit better about this, thanks to Darren's help. Now I have a surefire weapon to use against the abductor. But I still shouldn't forget to find out more about these girls. Maybe asking around their usual spot should work. Anything I find out will do. Okay. Well, they weren't... Let's see. One of the girls was a chemistry person. One of the girls was track, so I probably should check out the field. I don't know, but I'm going to look for suspicious behavior while I'm here. Hooray! Apparently I can't concentrate in class despite having a full thing of whatever. Convenience store. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Okay, that was interesting. Public park, observe people. I don't know where the field is or when I'm actually able to do anything about it, but I need to make more money is what I need to do, so I need to take a nap. My morale is terrible. Okay, and then park, yeah, because campus is disappearance, cafeteria server, lab assistant, blah, blah, blah. There we go. I really like this. Like, I don't know. It makes it a lot easier to raise everything with a park job, plus I needed money. And now I have money. Hooray! Nothing's better than a good night's sleep. I want to check out online shopping. Yes, I want to save. Go home, online shopping, because I want to know what this does. How to stay motivated. That's zeal. The key to success, hard work. How to make friends, and think smarter. I see. Well, might as well just do this. It is a consumable item. I should buy something for me, or for my friends. Nah, for me. Well, diligence, up 100. I'll keep with that. And do you... Okay, sold out. You can only buy one at a time. That's good to know. I want to go back. Because we want to go... here. That was nice. That worked out well, actually, I think. Examine night activities. And sleepy time. Cool. I don't know. It's been... Okay, so the clues go... or the amount of things for clues go up no matter what. Observing people really doesn't take much energy or morale. That's convenient. I'm still gonna take a nap. Because I know what's going up. There we go. Fixed. Feel much more better. Randomly socialize with people. Ta-da! The day has ended. So, normal day at class, no big deal. Oh, well, creeper's creeping. Yeah, this one. I don't know. Why is class always so terrible? It knocks down my morale, like, completely. I don't like it when you do that. I really want to buy presents for people, but it's really hard to make money! I wanted it to be a lot easier to make money, but that's not what happens. My morale is crap. That doesn't raise my morale at all very good. I need something that will really raise my morale. Because it's crap. Well, I guess I will jog. Jog. There we go. I feel much better. Now I will take a nap. Yay, naps. I take a lot of naps. That makes me feel lazy. Right. Okay, well, I'm just going back and forth between jobs. I really wish that it'd be a lot easier to get up my morale than what I'm doing. Oh no! Wait. The decision to make this month might lock down the romance to one specific character. You might want to save now and use that as a starting point to try romancing other characters later. Good to know. Thank you. There. I almost missed that. Yay, yellow text bringing my attention. Convenience store. Clerk. Nap. There we go. Cool. So now that it's November, I can apparently lock down my romance character choice. I just don't know. The biggest issue I think I'm running into here is that Jeff just kind of screams psychopath, so it's kind of hard. And that, like, the teasing that the creep's doing on Roller totally makes me think of Jeff. But I also think that he's more interested in his alchemy than I mean, like, why would he risk bringing people's attention to what he's doing? I don't know. But then again, if he's wanting to test this attraction potion or whatever he's making, kidnapping girls as test subjects seem to be legit, especially if he can make them not remember what's happened in the last 3 days. Then I don't know. But it can't be Darren, because everything that Darren does seems to help me find the person. Or, like, it would be obvious to Darren, if he were the bad guy, that I'm trying to go against the bad guy if he knew. Like, if he were that, it would be obvious that I'm trying to, like, trick him into figuring out who the creeper is stalking me. That leaves Madri, which I just don't see him doing anything like that. The problem is that I feel it might be Ted. Like, simply because, other than the fact that I don't want it to be Ted, can't 100% say that there's anything that would completely, like, just rule him out over it being him. I don't know. Like, but that's the same thing as Madri. I just don't... No, that's not true. Madri is a first-year student. Like, he's a freshman, like I am, so he just got here. So it can't be him, because he wasn't even on campus last year. Haha! Elimination! Which, Ted definitely is a second year, so is Jeff. I don't actually know what year Darren is. Is he two? I don't know. Not sure. But, oh, good. So, definitely can't be Madri. Which, again, leaves poor Ted to my default. It can't be Ted! It just can't be! It has to be Jeff, but it's so obvious that it can't be Jeff. I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know. I don't... Jeff has the chemical engineering and the pharmacy stuff, and he wants to make an attraction potion, and he would know how to make people forget things and how to kidnap them and subdue them for 3 days. I just don't... It's so obvious. It's so overt. It's covert. I don't know. I just... it has to be Jeff, and I don't... I feel bad, like, I feel like it's not going to be Jeff, and anything that it's, like, because it's so obvious that it has to be Jeff, that it's going, any other option is going to make me really sad. Not that I really want it to be Jeff either, I just happen to know that one of them is a bad guy. And I don't want any of them to be the bad guy. Kind of like playing Nancy Drew, where you know that one of these people has to be a bad guy, but you don't want any of them to be. Where? Chandra. I don't even know anymore. Well, anywho, whether I pick the guy or not, whether I pick the bad guy and end up falling in love with some serial kidnapper and being being brainwashed and all that jazz, we'll deal with that when the time comes. So until next time, peace out, y'all.